Hey guys, it's been a long day today at the New York Auto Show, but finally I've got a chance to take a closer look at the all-new Kia EV9. And this area has been completely and utterly swamped the entire day because everyone is really highly anticipated about this. This is one of the first 7-passenger, 8-passenger electric SUVs on the market at this price point. This is gonna, well, obviously they haven't revealed pricing, but this is gonna be in like the $50,000 range. Other cars like this are going for like 70, 80, $100,000 plus, like the Model X and the Rivian R1S, and this is going to be really for the mass market. And this is going to sell like hotcakes for Kia. I can tell you that right now. Now it's based on the eGMP architecture, just as the EV6 is, as is the whole bunch of other Hyundai Kia Genesis Group EVs right now. And this actually is a sort of a newer generation of the eGMP. It has denser battery cells, and of course the platform has been stretched and modified to fit this wheelbase and size. Now, this is one of the wheel options over here. A really unique design Kia is doing with their opposites united design language here. Kind of like this triangle wheel design over here. And over on the other EV9 over there, we have an even different design, even more unique, kind of like a square shape. So really like them playing with these designs and shapes on their new vehicles. Now, up front, we have this really smooth front fascia. This is actually a matte finish paint over here. We can kind of see Kia's new almost brushed metal logo up front. We also saw this on the EV6 GT that I had to review a few weeks ago. Really big LED headlights right here, and on some of the models they'll actually have like a cascading LED pattern into the bumper, which is really fantastic. Down there we have our cooling, and that's actually a very familiar area we found on the EV6, so some design familiarity happening there. We kind of have Kia's tiger face design going on up front as well, and it's kind of more integrated and smoothed out. You can even see how they've raked that front end down to kind of help with aerodynamics, so I really like that feature. Like on the other, well, the EV6, Hyundai Ioniq 5 and 6, we have the pop-out door handles, which can be flush with the vehicle, of course, and not right now, they're popped out, and we can see the interior in a second. Let's take photos of that one. But this one has that cool swivel seat capability, so you can actually swivel the rear second row so it faces the third row. And I think that's a really, really cool feature. We haven't seen that in years. Old Chryslers used to have that actually. Out back, really cool taillight design, almost Volvo-esque, someone may say. I think it looks really unique and it blends really well with the rest of the design of this vehicle. Almost concept car-like with these design of these taillights. Again, really smooth finish actually. I love what they did with the surfacing on the new EV9 as well. Really, really sleek SUV. I think, like I said, they're going to sell like crazy. Now, with the EV9 and the eGMP architecture, we have that 800-volt charging capability. So that means super fast charging times you'll be able to get, as well as decent range. Kia is hoping this thing gets around up to 300 miles on the maximum range version. So what do you guys think of the exterior of the EV9? Now we also have this blue one over here with a metallic paint finish. This is kind of like the launch specification EV9. It's swamped right now. I'm not going to bother those people over there, but I have some pictures and a little bit of shots from the live unveiling. I'll overlay into this for you guys to watch. But yeah, this is it. This is the big debut at the New York Auto Show right here. And we need to show you guys the interior because Kia has actually changed a lot of stuff in there. Okay guys, let's take a quick tour on the interior of the EV9, and this is Kia's updated EV interior. Check this space out. And Kia actually redid the infotainment system. Now they actually put all the buttons into the infotainment system now, so no more really physical buttons on the interior over here. You can see there are touch buttons built in over here, really nice. You do have some physical climate control buttons over here, but nonetheless, it's kind of all in this new infotainment system. It's actually really thin bezels. I can try to get this on camera now, but really thin bezels on that. We also have a new steering wheel design on the EV9, and we also have a 4-wheel drive lock function and a drive mode. I'm really curious to learn more about this button, as of course there are dual motors, so I'm curious to see if it kind of like locks the two motors together to produce a similar power output. Really interesting controls on the door panel as well. Of course we have our typical window controls, but over here we have our controls for heated ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, and I honestly have no idea what this button is, guys. If you know what it is, or if I figure it out afterwards, I'll tell you guys in the description. But new stuff there. Loads of controls down for your seats over here, all power, lumbar support as well, even a lounge seat, because these seats can almost lounge completely flat back, which is really cool. Love this duotone finish on this interior, almost this mesh-like headrest here. So Kia has really been playing around with their new materials and stuff, and they have a lot of eco-friendly materials here in this interior, such as these, a lot of recycled materials as well. Really love this piece as well in the interior. Wireless charging mat as well, and yeah, this is really cool. And of course, we have 2 extra rows of seating back there. Super nice solid thunk on the doors as well. I can bring you guys over to this EV9 over here, and we can have this really cool space back here. You can see the rear cargo room of the EV9, and here we have our power button to open and close it, and this is up with it, the third row up over here, and you can see you have a little bit more extra storage underneath this cargo cover for some charging cords. Maybe if you want to have a tire inflator kit, no spare is going to be found in here. Obviously you wouldn't really have any space for that, unfortunately, with the batteries and all that stuff back here, especially with this third row. Now the third row is up over here. It looks like we have some kind of adjustments to kind of move the third row with these buttons, so that's kind of fantastic. We have an additional button for your adjusting your height of your rear tailgate as well. You get a nice kind of tour of the interior of the EV9. There's really cool center seats that have some pretty wild functions on them. Taking you guys back into the center row over here, you can see we have multiple different colors you can get on the EV9. So that one we have this different theme. This one it's going to show you have a lighter color with a darker interior finish on those seats. So it looks pretty fancy. We also get manual sunshades on the sides of this particular one, and really cool trim. I love Hyundai and Kia's use of this kind of gray trim. I think it's a little bit different than other manufacturers' use of this horrible black plastic. And look at that. Heated and cooled seats in the second row. That is something you never really see. So they're doing really wonders with these interiors lately.